Okay, and here's part 2 of the video. This is the 10% that's grammatical, and I'll probably do more talking than writing this time, but here's the grammar part of that. Number 1, whether you use an affirmative word or a negative word in the sentence. Alright, if there is a no at the beginning of the word, or at the beginning of the sentence, you're going to make all the words in that sentence negative. So for instance, the double negative. In English, we don't say, I don't want no cheese. Okay? Number 1, because you always want cheese. But number 2, because in English, you don't have the double negative. I don't want no cheese. In English, that's improper grammar. Can't do that. But in Spanish, if you say, I don't want, you would say, I don't want no cheese. It's actually correct in Spanish to say, I don't want no cheese. So the Spanish equivalent would be, no quiero ningún queso, rather than no quiero algún queso. Alright? So basically the point is, if you have a no at the beginning, all the words are negative. Okay? So that means if there's a triple negative, you can have that too. So for instance, I don't never want no cheese. Okay? No quiero ningún queso, no quiero ningún queso nunca would be probably acceptable in Spanish, because there's, once you start with a no, the whole rest of the sentence is negative. Okay? Now, if there's an absence of a no at the beginning, it probably means that it's going to be an affirmative sentence. So you would have like alguien comió el queso, someone ate the cheese. If there's no, it's likely going to be affirmative. Now you can start a sentence with a negative word, or most sentences can be started with a negative word, but it kind of depends on the word. But if there's no reason to think that there's a negative, it's probably a positive. Alright? That can be a little bit confusing, but I know there's a Quizlet that I'm going to have you do, and if there's not a negative at the beginning, assume that it's probably positive. Okay? Alright, so the other grammar part is that algún agrees with the noun that it describes in number and gender. So if I said some cheese, it'd be algún queso. If I said no cheese, it'd be ningún queso, because queso is masculine and singular. If I said alguna manzana, I'd have to make algún be alguna, because manzana is feminine and singular. Okay? So if it was like libros, algunos libros, if it was, let's see, carpetas, it'd be algunas carpetas and ningunas carpetas. So basically it agrees in number and gender, like always. That's pretty much always pretty clear. Okay? This is going to be end of part 2 video.